may never reach that size, but I'm someone who is still obese. I'm someone who is housebound. You can never tell me that, then my body will shut down.
Remember when Charlie Gold first started out as a weight loss channel?
Now, to start off the title, why am I 400 pounds? And just to give you guys an idea of why I'm here, why I'm on YouTube, it's really to document this journey, this long journey I'll be taking, but yet a journey. And I want to share it with the world. I want to share it with you who's watching. I want to share it with anyone who's willing to listen and see. Currents have traveled from her vagina into her brain, and she can't think. It's the self-harm of you continuously putting food in your mouth, disregarding your health, and thinking it's okay because you're cashing in like the cow that you are. Nothing ages well for this lady, including her physical appearance. I know everyone's aware of the video that our amazing Canadian bacon, thick cut Canadian bacon, Chantal. She's honestly just a Michelin man and refrigerator crossbreed that just won't listen. She's a bitter, bitter pig. The charity live stream, Michael B. Petty did point out that her wrists are almost invisible at this point because it's kind of forming into one because of all the weight gain. But what I've been noticing is her hands actually kind of resemble Thanos' hands from the Avengers. You know how that glove he was always after, it's like really big, except when she snaps her fingers, instead of my channel deleting, she just grows an extra chin, so it kind of like works against her because she's stubborn. She's a stubborn Canadian pig.
Well, Charlie. If Chantal is a Canadian pig, what about me? I'm Canadian, and I'm a fat-ass chick. Does that make me a Canadian pig?
Epitome of health. She's still somebody who struggles
Correct.
with weight issues.
Correct.
And for her to comment on the size of my underwear, or to fat shame me, or Amberlynn, is just ridiculous. And
I thought it was funny.
Yes. Come August 2019, Charlie Gold started doing reactions to Amber Reid. That in and of itself, I've noticed, has become an addiction for many, especially those from the so-called hater nation. So the reason I mention that is because These people, including Charlie Gold, say they do not like, they actually have disdain for the likes of Foodie Beauty, aka Chantal, and Amberlynn Reid monetizing their own addictions. So, yeah, I would contend you're addicted to the views you get from reacting to Amberlynn. In August 2019, Charlie's channel blew up. August 31st, Charlie Gold had the idea of having a charity live stream. And they did some retro reacts. It was basically a bash Amberlynn for a whole 6 bloody hours. Oh yeah, I kid you not, 6 hours. The charity was not announced at first, which is weird because generally when people plan a charity stream or a video with proceeds to go to charity, they already have the charity in mind, right? But this wasn't the case prior to the stream. It only came up after the stream, about a week later. Yes, the name of the charity. And that was an anti-suicide charity. But did Charlie Gold actually send all the super chat money there? Now, are there any receipts proving that Charlie gave this money to this anti-suicide charity? To my knowledge, to date, almost a year later, I'm going to say no. Oh, and that stream continues to make money today. I was taking a look at it. It has ads on it. It has mid-roll ads, and I'll show you, as you can see here. So it's continuing to make money. Now, I don't know. This channel is not monetized, but if I were monetized and I were planning a charity stream, not only would I have my charity all lined up prior to the stream, but I would also furnish receipts, of course, because donors would be expected to see proof that their money would go there, especially after all the vitriol Haydur Nation gave when there was a GoFundMe for Becky's mom's cancer. But we're not going to dwell on that today. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy. And speaking of GoFundMes, a little side note, did you know that Charlie Gold has her own history with a questionable GoFundMe? Yeah, it was to pay for a trip to Hawaii, ostensibly to go lose weight, which is bizarre. She can't lose weight in Florida. But anyways, it doesn't appear she ever went. And she did have some explanation as to where that money went, except I forget what that was. The point is, Charlie Gold is not averse to questionable GoFundMes herself. Speaking of hypocrisy on the part of Charlie Gold and the other obese women members of Haydur Nation, I have another goodie for you coming up, so just stick around. We'll get to that shortly. But first, I find it egregious to have a charity live stream for an anti-suicide charity, a mental health charity, while spending 6 hours bashing on one mentally ill, and her mental illness has been on record for years now. Yeah. See a problem here? I would wonder what the anti-suicide charity in question would think that that money was raised by slamming a morbidly obese, mentally ill woman, Amberlynn Reid, who is on record for years of having mental illness once again. And it's not surprising because there are studies over the years that have proven that there are links between mental illness and obesity.
I don't know
Thank you,
swear,
Kimberly.
I told myself, I don't think I could do this anymore. I don't think I can live anymore. I don't think I could. I almost feel like, what's the point of me living? You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just so overwhelmed by the amount of just like horrible things said to me. And I hate calling it cyberbullying because I feel like it's so like cliche, like everyone says like cyberbullying is so bad, but it's like I don't know how to convey that I'm finally hurt. I'm finally hurt, and it's like I almost want to say like,
in front of the camera, you guys. Oh no, let me really break it down to you guys. And what now? Because Amberlynn gets a lot of comments about me, and I know Amberlynn matches me.
oh yeah.
So tell them why you're really mad. Tell them why you're really taking a break. But when you take that break and you come back, you better come back smaller. Because if you come back the same big, fat, sodium-filled whale that you are, no one will feel bad for you. Not even me.
Paging Miss Chuckles Gold. Those last words of yours toward the end of that mammoth live stream. Seriously, I think some international treaties took less time than that to negotiate. Anyways, Miss Chuckles Gold, remember those last words in your live stream to Amberlynn Reid. That if she comes back to YouTube at the time, that she better be smaller and not come back the sodium-filled whale, as you call it. Huh? After all, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? Or do you still have special dispensation that I don't know about?
Weight loss update.
Again, I do what I want. And a lot of people are asking me about the challenge. Amberlynn never accepted. What am I going to do? Compete with myself? I thought it was...
Really, Charlie? I could swear right here it says that competition or none with Amberlynn, you were still going to do your weigh-ins.
She's a hypocrite. She's this... I want people to understand what would make me a hypocrite is me doing exactly what I'm against. I don't like the fact that her and Amberlynn they monetized their eating disorders. They made a mockery of their obesity. They lied to their audience.
Wasn't that you right there leaning over, grabbing that pizza at a pizza party at fellow Haydur home on their live stream on camera? Come on, Chuckles.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.